Hey, want to come do a tarot reading with me? I thought you might, so I'm going to bring you along. I'm not a tarot expert by any means, but lately this is where I put the blanket up so Albie doesn't get my couch super dirty. I posted recently on my Instagram some excerpts from my diary, and one thing that kept connecting with people and resonating with people a lot was a piece that I had written that said, I'm paraphrasing myself here, I think I've spent too much of my life trying to be a hashtag girl boss when what I really wanted to be was an artsy witch. And I think that that's what my Substack is letting me be, leaning into the artsy part at least. And so I'm going to bring a little bit of the witch part in here. And right up here, do you see this on my wall? This is my North Star. If you haven't read the North Star Substack yet, you should absolutely go read that one because it's really great. I'll put a link to it in this one as well. So good. So this is my North Star if you want to create your own. I created a whole breakdown on how to do it for yourself. So first off, that's my North Star. Second, this is Albie's blanket on the sofa so he doesn't get white hair all over my sofa. And third, this is what these videos are about, is just like being here with you like you would if you were sitting across from me right now. So I'm imagining that you're right there. And I'm going to say, hey friend, do you want me to do some tarot reading? I'm an amateur tarotist, but I do have a few decks and I'm going to introduce you to them. First off, I have The Wild Unknown by Kim Kranz. I love this deck because when I have a question that I think nature would answer, I turn to it. And it's a darker deck for sure, in the way that nature has like night and dark and day. It is a night deck, I would say. It's a darker deck, but there are moments of beautiful lightness in it too. So I love that. So there's The Wild Unknown by Kim Kranz. Then there is this one. It has been very special to me for a very long time. I've gifted it to a friend once while she was writing her book. And that friend is now my coach and she's amazing. Her name is Steph Jagger. And this deck has helped me write books, her write books, friends write books. I have done a lot of readings on this deck. And there's an interesting thing about this deck. It disappears out of my life completely. And sometimes just like certain cards will disappear. I will look for the card, try to bring this particular card, especially the money card. I will try so hard to find the money card and I cannot find it. And I instead find like creativity or healing. I'm like, thanks deck of cards for telling me what I need. But it disappeared for about 2 years out of my life and it just returned like this week. And I'm so excited about that. And I never know where it goes. It was in my sister's house the whole time. She found it. It hadn't been there before. So it comes and goes out of my life when I need it. It is a more traditional deck, but it is based around the goddesses, like all the major arcanas of the goddesses. So I turn to this when I really want to tap into millennia of stories about strong women and women who persevered, women who led, women who overcame. So that's that one. Then I have this fun deck, which is the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sterl. And I should say the Goddess deck is by Chris Walder. Goddess Tarot by Chris Walder. So this is the Modern Tarot deck by Lisa Sterly. And this one's super fun. The characters are really fun. This has been like lighting me up. Everything about this is me. This is my season right now. This is what I'm looking for. Like, this is what I'm trying to do. This is me. My hair is like even more a little red and long and almost this length right now. This is, I don't know who yet. You want to come hell at the moon with me? Like friends, I'm bringing everyone to hell. And this is the thing that I'm like afraid is going to jump up and get me, but is maybe just going to come join us for the howling at the moon. And I kind of love the like vaginal sexiness of that. So this is the card that's calling to me lately. And so this deck is super fun. It's like it says, Modern Witch Tarot. You have things like, I think this is such a great image, somebody who's just stabbing themselves over and over again by doom scrolling on their phone. So much of this relates to modern life. So when I'm feeling like, what in the now, in this moment right now, in this moment of history, in this moment of my life, do I need some information around? I turn to the Modern Witch deck. And then here is my newest deck. This is Magas Ilustradas, un tarot para mujeres que hacen magia sin varita. And it's by who is it by? Ferra, but I don't think that's the name. I will find out. It's only in Spanish. Oh, ilustrado por Josefina Skargodowski. Texto por Mara Parra. And so this deck I don't even know that well yet. I found it this latest time in Mexico City and I love it. It only comes in Spanish, which is a really great way to get my Spanish up and learning more about Spanish. But I also loved the idea of approaching the tarot from like a different culture's perspective. And like this is the dos de oro. So instead of the pentacles, and the pentacles is a sign of abundance, it's oros, it's gold. Still in the shape of like a circle and star, but it's gold. And so just really enjoying learning about tarot from different places. And I share all of this with you. My policy on everything having to do with religion and spirituality and the woo is like, I believe none of it and all of it. I have no idea what's real. None of us really have an idea what's real. We don't know what God is. No religion has been able to succinctly sum up the thing. Physics, scientists don't know what's beyond us. Spiritualists, tarot decks, nothing knows. Nobody knows. But if I can use the tarot, which is just storytelling, to see what comes up in me when I look at a deck, then that's an insight as a storyteller that I can honor. I love that each deck tells different stories for the same card, a little change on the idea, and that they all kind of go back to this Rider-Waite. I think Rider-Waite, I can never remember the name of it, but the like original decks. And then even our playing cards, like when you're playing bicycle cards and you're playing Spit or Crazy Eights with your friends, you're tapping into the original Rider-Waite, like the original cards were for tarot. And I'm tapping into this history of like women. This is a very feminine act of telling tarot. And it's like women looking at the stories around them to understand their life. So when I look at a spread, I think, what is the story I'm telling myself about this card? And does that resonate or not? I read the deck, I read the card, I look at the thing, and I'm like, what story comes up in me that I want to tell, I am telling, that the tarot is telling me? And maybe I'm tapping into something bigger, but mostly I'm just tapping into something smaller, deeper, more intimate in myself. So I am going to pull a card and show you how that works for me. And I'm going to pull a card. I'm just going to like take a moment and ask. This right here, this thing I'm trying to do on Substack, where I'm trying to show the highs and lows of living a boldly creative life and encourage you to live a boldly creative life. What's some insight decks that I should have while I'm going forward doing this that I want to share with you? So I'm asking that question, and I'm called to pull something from the decks. I'm called to pull something from this deck. And this is what came up. So, kind of like two came up, but this one feels like it's more for me. It's Rhiannon, and it's like the movement forward, and I think that I am moving forward. Like it's telling me. So I see this, and I'm like, Rhiannon is movement. And Rhiannon is somebody I love, like this strong woman who was Scottish, I think. I can read the whole thing, but I'm trying to remember what I know. Scottish, and was very much like a powerful leader, leading people on her giant stallion, on her giant, like strong horse through the woods, through the darkness. And when I pull Rhiannon, I always think about like, we are always moving forward, and sometimes that takes more strength than we think we have, but I can be a strong leader moving forward. I haven't read it in a while. It's been 2 years since this has been, but that's what I'm reading right now. So that's a story I'm telling myself about this card. And it taps into where I feel like I am. I don't need to know the answers. I am in the forest, and I know that if I trust my gut instinct, I will be led forward, like Rhiannon was, in leading you all forward through this, like being a leader, being strong, writing in a group. Yes, that's what I'm getting from it. And then Cheng-O, this one is contemplation, and I love this one. I haven't seen these decks in so long. It's been so long. So Cheng-O, the story of Cheng-O is I believe she is the Japanese goddess who's in the moon with the bunny in the moon. And she's stuck on the moon and she can be visited every once in a while, but she spends a lot of her time alone in contemplation. And that is a thing that I've been sitting with, is like, how I need to spend some time alone. How I need to spend more time writing, journaling, doing witchy things. This is on my coffee table now. I've just emptied my coffee table so it can be journaling. I have my passion planner. I have my colorful different pins in here. I have various different stickers here. I'm doing my 33 asks. You know me and my love at 33 asks. If you don't know it, go to 33asks.com. I'll put the link in there. That's a program I run that I love that includes stickers and charts in my passion planner and things like this. When I make charts of what I want my life like, this tells me, when I look at these, the thing it tells me is that the way to move forward is taking some time to sit in contemplation. That we need both forward momentum, action. We need to ride our steeds through the dark forest, through the hard times, through the battles. Rhiannon was a warrior. And we need to spend time alone in contemplation as well. Solitude, nature. Both of these are in nature, very nature-based. And so I don't know what the tarot is trying to tell me. I don't know if there was spirits talking through me, but what I do know is that I just told myself a story about what these cards mean. And that story aligns with a deeper inner truth that I'm having, that I need to do two things. I need to balance contemplation, time alone, and leading the pack forward through the battle that we're facing right now as fascism rises throughout the world, but especially in the USA. Contemplation and isolation and time alone, but also leading the battle. And also notice she's got her own little Albie here. She's got her own, she's never alone in nature. We're never truly alone. Both of these are connected to nature and connected to animals. So that's a good reminder that we're not alone and we're connected. So that's the tarot. Did that resonate with you? How did that feel? And are you liking these videos? Are they something that you're finding helpful? Are they connecting with you deeply? Are you watching them? Are you listening? The last one got a lot of people. That was very exciting. Some people subscribed because I'm putting it behind a paywall, so I don't have to worry about just random strangers on the internet coming and seeing it. And also it's a bonus for you. So if this resonated with you, if you were liking these videos, let me know. And thanks for coming. And let me know. I'd actually really love to know your experience with tarot, and what decks you love, and how you use it, because I'm always learning more about the stories that we tell around ourselves as artsy witches.